London has an extensive and developed transport network, which includes both private and public services. Journeys made by public transport systems account for 37% of London's journeys, while private services accounted for 36% of journeys, walking 24%, and cycling 2%. London has 32 boroughs, and it is very easy to cover the city with its excellent public transport system. Transport for London, TfL, is a local government body responsible for most of the transport network in London. TfL has responsibility for various rail networks, including the London Underground and DLR, as well as London's buses, taxis, principal road routes, cycling provision, trams, and river services. It does not control all national rail services in London, although it is responsible for London Overground and TfL rail services. London's public transport network serves as the central hub for the United Kingdom in rail, air and road transport. The city's mayor famously froze public transport fares at the 2016 level until 2020, saving up to $280 for an average household over the 4-year period. Let's start with iconic London buses. The iconic red buses are extremely convenient and cost-effective to travel across London. London's bus network runs 24 hours a day, with more than 9,000 vehicles, 700 different routes, and about 19,000 bus stops. In 2019, the network had over 2 billion commuter trips per year. Since 2010, an average of £1.2 billion is taken in revenue each year. London has one of the largest wheelchair-accessible networks in the world. Another beloved feature, hop-on hop-off buses. While not unique to London, these buses are widely used in the city and provide an easy, fun way for visitors to get around and see the sights. Hop on a London bus tour for the perfect opportunity to appreciate the full architectural splendor of London's famous streets and monuments. All London buses are low-floor vehicles, and bus travel is free for wheelchair users. Low-floor buses are accessible to everyone, including those using wheelchairs, with baby buggies, with assistance dogs, or with other mobility requirements. Every bus also has a retractable ramp. All London buses have room for one person using a wheelchair. Wheelchair users have priority over everyone else for use of the wheelchair space. There is no limit on the number of assistance dogs allowed on the bus, as long as there is space. London buses are all cashless, so you need an Oyster Card, travel card or contactless payment card to ride. Although the majority of journeys in central London are made by public transport, car travel is common in the suburbs. The inner ring road around the city centre, the north and south circular roads just within the suburbs, and the outer orbital motorway, the M25, just outside the built-up area in most places, encircle the city and are intersected by a number of busy radial routes, but very few motorways penetrate into inner London. The M25 is the second longest ring road motorway in Europe, at 188 kilometers long. The A1 and M1 connect London to Leeds and Newcastle and Edinburgh. Next, London Rails. Greater London is served by 11 tube lines, along with the Docklands Light Railway, the London Overground, the Elizabeth Line and National Rail Services. London's rail services crisscross the city and extend beyond the tube network. Local train lines, which include the London Overground, National Rail Services and the Elizabeth Line, connect with the tube network. The London Underground, commonly referred to as the Tube, is the oldest and third longest metro system in the world. The system serves 272 stations and has more than 400 kilometers of track, and was formed from several private companies, including the world's first underground electric line, the City and South London Railway. The network has expanded to 11 lines and in 2020-21 was used for 296 million passenger journeys, making it the world's 12th busiest metro system. It dates from 1863. Over 4 million journeys are made every day on the underground network, over 1 billion each year. The Docklands Light Railway (DLR) is a driverless light metro system serving the redeveloped Docklands area of London and provides a direct connection between London's two major financial districts, Canary Wharf and the City of London. Further extensions are under consideration. Crossrail is a railway construction project underway mainly in central London. The route will officially become the Elizabeth Line. Its aim is to provide a high-frequency suburban passenger service crossing the capital from west to east by connecting two major railway lines terminating in London, the Great Western Main Line, and the Great Eastern Main Line. The Elizabeth Line links Heathrow Airport and Reading through central London to Shenfield and Abbey Wood. Before the Elizabeth Line opened, the service linking these areas was known as TfL Rail. The Elizabeth Line connects with London Underground, DLR, National Rail and London Overground services, with some of the major interchanges including Paddington, Farringdon, Liverpool Street and Stratford stations. From November 2022, the Elizabeth Line is set to fully connect through central London. This means passengers from Heathrow Airport can get to central London in 15 minutes and to Excel London Exhibition Centre in under 45 minutes. All of the Elizabeth Line stations are set to be accessible with step-free access from street to platform. There are more than 360 railway stations in the London travel card zones on an extensive above-ground suburban railway network. South London, particularly, has a high concentration of railways as it has fewer underground lines. Most rail lines terminate around the centre of London, running into 18 terminal stations. By the number of trains passing, London is the centre of the national rail network, with 70% of rail journeys starting or ending in London. Like suburban rail services, regional and intercity trains depart from several termini around the city centre, linking London with the rest of Britain. Despite being quite complex, the system is also very easy to navigate. The map system for the tube is so streamlined and simple to understand, nearly half of pedestrians use it as an aid in walking the city. Now the aviation. The metropolitan area of London is served by 6 international airports and several smaller airports. Together, they make the busiest airport system in the world by passenger numbers and the second busiest by aircraft movements. Let's check about 6 airports. London Heathrow. Heathrow is by far the largest of London's airports and considered the main gateway into the United Kingdom for non-European visitors. Heathrow has 4 operational passenger terminals and 1 cargo terminal and 2 parallel runways. Heathrow serves 6 continents around the world and is the base for the flag carrier British Airways in Terminal 5. While it also serves short-haul flights, Heathrow is London's long-distance hub and is the most popular arrival point for flights from the United States of America. London Gatwick. Gatwick was the 3rd busiest airport by total passenger traffic in the UK after Heathrow and Stansted airports, and was the 36th busiest in Europe by total passenger traffic. London City Airport. London City is situated in London's Docklands and is the closest to central London, located only 4 miles from Canary Wharf. London City Airport is often used by business travellers, with many flights serving destinations across the UK and Northern Europe. London Stansted. Stansted Airport serves over 160 destinations across Europe, Asia and Africa. Stansted is a base for a number of major European low-cost carriers, being the largest base for low-cost airline Ryanair, with over 100 destinations served by the airline. London Luton. In 2018, over 16.5 million passengers passed through the airport, a record total for Luton, making it the 5th busiest airport in the UK. It is the 4th largest airport serving the London area. The airport serves as a base for EasyJet, TUI Airways, Ryanair and Wizz Air. The vast majority of the routes served are within Europe, although there are some charter and scheduled routes to destinations in Northern Africa and Asia. London Southend. Southend Airport expanded commercial air transport operations to destinations in Ireland in 2011 and to mainland Europe in 2012, when EasyJet commenced operations using the brand new terminal and railway station. In 2018, the 6 airports handled a total of more than 177,054,000 passengers. The London airports handle over 60% of all the UK's air traffic. The airports serve a total of 14 domestic destinations and 396 international destinations. Additionally, various other airports also serve London. If you get bored of traveling in buses, rail and flight, traveling on the river is a great way to get around London. You'll beat the traffic and enjoy fantastic views of London along the way. This service has fast and efficient links to major London locations along the Thames, making river buses a great choice for commuters and visitors alike. And London Trams, previously Tramlink, is a light rail tram system serving Croydon and surrounding areas in South London. The network consists of 39 stops along 28 kilometers of track. Last but not least, cycling. Santander Cycles is a public bicycle hire scheme in London. The scheme's bicycles are popularly known as Boris bikes, after Boris Johnson, who was mayor of London when the scheme began operating. The operation of the scheme is contracted by Transport for London to Serco. As of July 2022, More than 111.2 million journeys had been made using the cycles, with the record for cycle hires in a single day being 73,000. Santander Cycles covers 100 square kilometers of London, making it one of the largest cycle hire schemes in Europe. Riders will find 800 docking stations and 12,000 bikes to hire around London, and it is also healthy for our body and environment. In addition, the Oyster Card. Oyster Card is a payment method for public transport in London. It is promoted TfL and can be used on travel modes across London, including London buses, Underground, DLR, Overground, Trams, some river boat services, and most national rail services within the London fare zones. Since its introduction in June 2003, more than 86 million cards have been used. Well, what do you think about London's transportation? 85% of the population is satisfied with public transportation in London, and for good reason. The system here is affordable, efficient and innovative. From iconic London Underground to eco-friendly cycle, do you agree that London has the best transportation system in the world? Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching our video. Be sure to check out more of your Alisif over here. And leave us any other doubt in the comments section. See you soon.